All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Cohen. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. They go play action here on first down. And quick throw here, that's complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's Jackson to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
All right, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
Jackson from the shotgun. Looking for White on the deep ball. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Green, 39. Leopard.
They'll run it here. This is Mark Walton. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Now let's go. 319. 319. Hot.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Now let's go. 319. 319.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Here we go now. 319. 319.
A first carry for the former Hawkeye, Akram Wadley. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. If you need your wide receivers as blockers, sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
From the gun, Bishop. Flushed out right. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
A good pick up there of 20 yards. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Leopard. Leopard.
Jackson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. He lost 6 there on the first down play. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Watch it now, Barney.
From the gun, Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. As his guys are in for 6. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
They don't want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
To throw on 2nd down. Bishop. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down.
Here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bishop. This is taken in by Chad Williams. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Operating from the gun, Bishop. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
To throw again, Bishop. Going deep now for Herndon. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39. All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56. Good, good.
On third down, Bishop. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Here we go now. Green 39, green 39. Hot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
All right, here we go. 319, 319.
To throw on second down, Bishop. Flush to his right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
290.
From the gun, Bishop. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And Boswell's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And the Ravens taking the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Now let's go. Green 39, green
on second down. Here's Jackson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
On third down, Jackson. Hard throw, incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was third and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them.
Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Terrell Basham able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
3-19! 3-19!
On second down, Williams looking for an opening. Not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Bo Allen on the stop.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Green 39! Green 39!
To throw on third down, Bishop. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
This is taken at about the 14. Pretty move. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90!
On second down, Jackson. To the left side here for Eifert. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Blue 90!
They run. This is Cohen. big run there. 29 yards and a first.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down, eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. This is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen, and he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, and the Ravens will extend their lead. Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left, and no good. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's going to be casualties at times.
Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
And, Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon, so that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Cohen, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
Detroit!
Now Jackson on second down. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down.
So what's the word I'm looking for here about how this drive just started?
Disjointed?
I'll go with that one. I mean, think about it. First down, took a bad loss on a running play. Take the sack on second down. Now they got to come up with something big here on third.
The Ravens on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19.
Lucky 56! Lucky 56!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Give him 16 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on first and second down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on first and second down. Really put them behind the 8 ball. Heinz Field has always been a tough place for field goal kickers. It's just a very heavy side, plus you've got an open end of the field with wind coming off the Allegheny. And sure enough, he kind of chunks this one, and it's no good.
319!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39! 36!
On the toss, here's Williams. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. And the Steelers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Set! Green 39! Green 39! Hot!
Looking to throw. Bishop. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now.
Hurry up, here we go! Green 39! Green 39!
On 1st and 10, Bishop. Trying to lay one up deep. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Gun! 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 All right, here we go. 319! 319!
Throwing again, Bishop. He's going to float this one deep right side, and he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Hold on, third down. And the Steelers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Set. 3-19. 3-19.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
Detroit.
Here's Jackson. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And that'll be incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Gun! Watching that, Barney!
To throw is Jackson. Throwing again. And he fires one incomplete. Trying to get it to Tariq Cohen out of the backfield. And it's 3rd down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Now Jackson to throw on 3rd down. He hits White, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. This quarterback now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Jackson will throw again. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
And with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And this is no good. Close. but he misses just left of the upright. And this score will stay right where it is. So without making excuses, you have to figure that this rain has had an impact now on both of his missed field goals.
It's one of those situations really difficult to practice for and tough to prepare yourself against. It's just a whole different animal kicking in the rain, and we've really seen him struggle.
3-19.
They'll start the drive with a give to Walton. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. Terrific return here as he gets it down all the way inside the 30. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Why we saw that field goal try a moment ago, I'll never understand. But as a result, this offense, they've got to be pumped. 1st and 10 in striking position already. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him to find him. Find him.
4 down. Leopard!
Now Walton down to the 25. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
Back to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll run with Walton. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Going right side here, and that's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Green 39.
They'll look to throw here. And that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down. And Boswell's kick is good. And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, You know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Jackson certainly giving the Ravens a spark in his rookie year. He's got him on the move with a first down.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Jackson to throw on 2nd down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Jeff Swaim, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Detroit! Detroit!
Jackson now. From the gun, he'll throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. This from 54 yards away. And they're not going to get the snap off. This might back him out of field goal range. That's going to set him back 5 yards. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to kick it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He'll put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tall.
And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. Looking deep downfield. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
He'll drop to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. A third-quarter score now from MetLife Stadium. And make it a 2-touchdown advantage now for the Giants. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
To throw is Jackson. Dancing to his left. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Here's Jackson looking to throw on 2nd down. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say, when you have obvious passing situations. Hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Man, he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards on the carry there, but it'll be 4th down now. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A run by Walton to begin the drive. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Lucky 56.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Out of the gun now on third down. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And the Steelers on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 9. They'll set up to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got this down to the 35. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Leopard! Leopard! Hurry up, here we go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Detroit. Detroit. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this is caught inside the 5. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. In for the score. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Off the toss, Cohen. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Being chased out left. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the 1st.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Hill. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now Jackson steps away to his left. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Third and 2. Here's Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away. and brings up a fourth down decision.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
This is Cohen. And an alley to run. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
And they'll go on the ground. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
They go play action here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up, here we go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is!
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
All right, here we go. 3-19! 3-19!
They'll set up a throw. Now he's forced out right. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, Any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Gone. Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw, and that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now let's go. 319. 319.
Again, it's Cohen. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. 319. 319.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this.
Set. 319. 319.
Now a handoff looking right. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Earl Thomas in on the stop.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. And the Steelers signal for another timeout, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go now.
Now Jackson. Throw left side complete. It's Fletcher. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal.
Leopard! Leopard! Detroit! Detroit! Check! Check! Check!
And they'll run it here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
No. Check! Patriot! Patriot!
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there in the final minute. And the Ravens have broken the tie.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Williams. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Green 39! Green 39!
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And a penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Ravens, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year, and they'll return home next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I'm gonna hold it down, I swear. I roll up and I'm smelling like a right now. I do this for my rounds, yeah. Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in the good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. My feet up, got a bag for him with a visa. Pulling up the leader, getting that while I'm on the. She's a keeper. No play burritos. Get to the pesos with amigos. I cannot with no zeros. Don't you run out? No, I can't show you no love, baby. Yeah, I am a boss in the cut, Mayday. Bubbles and I'm these models. It's poppin', I tip her. I skip her, I give her the. Girl, you on my line right now. Yeah, I can see the signs right now. Feeling like a boss right now. Feeling like a boss right now. And you just took a loss right now. Dripping in the sauce right now. Get a sprinkle up my style. I'm about to lock down. Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in the good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. done made it. Get so like a spaceship. I swear my life is amazing. Blowing money, no hesitation. There's no basic. I know these be hating, but that's what made me feel like in the real life. Dripping all the sauce in the good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall. I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I'm gonna hold it down, I swear. I roll up and I'm smelling like a right now. I do this for my rounds, oh yeah.
Hey, I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights I just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now and in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo. Shorty wanna me cousin wearing gold. I came up and made it happen, I was by the stove. Big inside this case is once. Do me dirty, I'ma find you, lay your out on the flow. 19 with a I got rich by myself. Rather do this alone, I wasn't asking for no help. They keep asking how I'm winning with the card that I was dealt. Boy, I work hard for the seat and I ain't buckling my belt. Call my brother on the phone, he said, broski, you a star. I said, brother, hold it down, soon we'll all be living large. And it's crazy how last year was on my garage. Now I'm in a good position for this life, can't sabotage. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights I just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now and in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo. I got tattoos on my face, I use that as motivation. I can never get a job, so for my dream I'm dedicated. For a second, lost myself, I was too busy getting now they see me out in public and be knowing what my name is. All these rappers want the clout and the life of being famous. I just wanna be stable, tell my family we made it. I was coming for my spot, a young had to be patient. Now I'm running up, these bands can hit the island for vacation. I've been know my haters, you could say I'm constipated. 5 racks on his fit, just to stunt while I'm in Vegas. On my body, shout out to my Caleb Young. Got the cake up, now he's on the data. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights I just to hit the studio. Now eating sloppy Joe, looking to the mirror, flexing now and in his glow.